Usually,
my name is Rex.
before
And I'm
I
Rellish.
shake my
I'm very
tits for the
happy.
press,
My name's Snowman.
I like to go see
Welcome
how
to This Is the
professionals
Police.
do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud.
Yeah.
My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves.
Is that just a safe
We'll all
spot for
turn
money?
into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
The barbaricism.
Starting July 15th.
Get back there.
I got it.
Fucking beat it up.
Teach you.
Woo! Woo!
Are we gonna read these or?
Mayor Rogers, sex maniac? City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation.
You forgot to say what newspaper they're from.
The Golden Bird. The Freeburg Tribune. The Fact.
Mark Ward 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Go to work. How you got rust on the inside of your car?
Get old.
Facts.
If it's that old, you might as well fucking start looking for a pedal bike.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
Wrong.
Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
How far did we get into this game, Tori? Do you remember?
It's been so long, I don't remember at all.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Yeah. Fast and loose.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting
Probably
my
could see a
eyes
priest
as tight
about
as I
that.
can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
I just do my job. Alright, so there is going to be required voice acting for this, so who wants to be the... I think this is him.
Good morning.
This is the reporters.
Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance?
What do we think?
We're supposed to act blind. Surprise.
I thought I'd be working as a policeman for another 5 to 10 years. I just want to serve the city. I was very surprised, of course.
Alright, babe, this one's you.
You already know the name of your successor?
No.
Of course not, and I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either.
After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind?
You can scoot closer.
I can't see because of your teeth. Perhaps.
Sounds possible. If he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer.
Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this?
Excuse me, but that's a pile of horseshit. The mafia and the police working together? Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens? The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question?
Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? How should I know?
You'd better ask him.
Thank you.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Yeah.
Especially Ollie.
Drugs!
Ibuprofen?
Me too, buddy. Hang on.
Tylenol? A cedar?
Me
Is that a
too,
good
buddy. Hang on.
Cuban cigar?
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor
There's no
Rogers
smile.
enters every room like
Slender
he owns
Man.
the place.
A racist?
The floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
Shut up. Did you just...
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me.
Stop hitting my chair.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
Sounds like a
I'll
bitch.
do my best.
Troy Star.
And quit smoking at the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
You're a fucking bitch.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we edit that out.
It's the only part that's going in.
The Golden Bird!
Head of Culture Department owns villa in Italy.
The Freeburg Tribune.
Jack Boyd believes feud with mayor led to his resignation.
the back.
Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%. I just had a fucking brain aneurysm because I thought it would be cleanliness.
Cops don't
Yeah.
use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners.
I promise there's
Everybody
gameplay.
just takes
We'll
snacks
get there
from
eventually.
machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Ghost?
Whoa.
Whoa.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered.
Yeah.
I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Hey. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works?
Does this affect our ending?
I don't know.
No, this just kind of goes over the.
I
It's
don't
either you know
play.
you can they can show you how you're supposed to do everything, and or you can tell them that basically you get fucked. I just won't play the game.
Do we do the tutorial just in case? We've forgotten.
Yeah, it's been quite a while just to.
Show me what you've got. Police Department organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. Freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable. While those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work. And a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off. While others like to drink too much, you can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees.
Alright, we ready to start the day?
Mm-hmm.
We're working the night shift. Shift B.
Respond to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before their timer expires.
Sorry, this was really loud in comparison.
The mark on the map shows where the call came from. The further away the destination from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location or the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. Mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm.
Alright.
Hit and run.
I think only one cop should go, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Should we send the fucking old person to... No. No.
Probably send them on a case where we can send a couple better officers and see if, that score gets raised. I don't know how it works. They didn't explain it yet.
Go get him, Austin.
It's a fight.
Get some experience out there, Price.
I love this soundtrack.
It's raining. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes criminals manage to escape. Just to try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than the living ones.
God, what the fuck?
God damn it, Austin. You had one job.
What a fucking idiot. You're fired.
Hey!
Caught, officers unharmed, civilian killed.
Oh!
So Price doesn't get any fucking points.
Nope.
He probably shot the fucking bastard.
She.
Is that a she?
Yeah.
Those are last names.
I don't know.
I'm with a shotgun.
Coach Inasano on this case.
This is a fight.
We only. I guess we just send.
They're on their way back. And Austin's also back. We have 3 cops. I think we send 2 again.
Yancey and Purdy.
Austin's back. Hopefully, they can redeem themselves. Price is back, which means.
Spaki's back.
Assault.
Do we send them all?
I have to.
Don't have to, but it might be beneficial.
Since they're
3
all
dumbasses is better than 2. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask how to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, and don't waste all the time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate.
Vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sound of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window.
Knock on the door. There you go. Open up.
Yeah, look at that.
Getting it done. Report on the fight.
Hey.
Tender caught. Officers unharmed. No civilians dead. Good job, Yancey and Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
No, that's his mother. Martha Purdy.
That's it.
And people are coming back just in time for another one.
Assault.
God damn it!
Officers unharmed. And nobody died. So that's a plus.
It's a teenager.
Yeah.
You guys are adults.
Yeah, teenager. They have more energy. They ran away.
Oh man. The paperwork on the day.
If you think you'll need a couple extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake.
End the day.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin.
Looks like
The
Officer
past few
Gordon.
weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. Probably
didn't mean to
sounds
do that.
crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list. Now they know orders. So you could get a call from any of them. Don't need to worry about anything. I've cleared them out.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious. Just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all the bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sam.
Sam.
fucking hate
It's coarse
Sam.
and gets everywhere.
Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission. His whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men,
Oh,
women,
they're hanging.
teenagers.
Yep.
And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to say that again, Jack.
Please listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Yeah. Unless.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me